Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to this new session. Objective setting importance for an individual and an organization. So, how important is an objective setting for the growth of an individual and by large for an organization is what we're going to see today with the help of The Strangest Secret to Success, inspired by Earl Nightingale, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Let me take you back to the year 1880 to 1970, where 500 wealthy men, basically 500 wealthy men from the United States, from Andrew Carnegie to Thomas Alva Edison, were interviewed to understand the secret sauce of success. Let's understand first and foremost why people fail. Before understanding success, it becomes important for us to understand the reason for failure for most people. So I have an example here. This is a financial life cycle for 100 men taken as an experiment. All these 100 men at the age of 25, who all started evenly, believing they all are going to be successful towards life, eager towards life, had a certain sparkle in their eyes, erectness to their courage, and life seems to be an interesting adventure for all 25 men who started at the same time. But when these men did reach 65 and were trying to interview these men, it was only 1% of these men were found to be rich, 4% had financial independence, 1% was still working at the age of 65, and 95% of the larger chunk of the men were broke. They did depend on someone else for their basic livelihood necessities. So it's only 5% of these men did achieve success. What these men intend to do and where did they accomplish? So why only the 5% of the men did success? When you see success, how do you define success? Let me put it this way. The success is a progressive realization of a worthy idea, and a man who has goals do succeed. The opposite of success is not a failure, it is conformity. When we understand having a worthy idea or a goal is where a person succeeds, and why people don't succeed is the reason because we do copy others. So that's the reason why the opposite of success is not failure, it's conformity that we copy others. 95% of the men, try to imitate what others do. A quick example on 10 men who were interviewed on the reason of why they get up in the morning and go to work day in and day out, 19 out of the 20 did not have a reason, did not have a goal or a worthy idea to, get up in the morning, which, triggers them to go to work. It was just because the others do for their livelihood is what the others does. So that's where when we, copy others is what we do not succeed. So the larger chunk of people what we have been seeing here of the 94% were imitating. Let me give you another example. A person who has a definite goal do succeed is what we got to know. Let's understand with this example. Let's consider a ship having a voyage mapped, planned in place, captain and the crew on board, and has a definite goal or a destination where the ship has to go. What do we think? 99.9% the ship is going to reach its destination. Correct? So it has a goal. What about a person who has no goals? It does fail. And it's an example like, the same ship has no destination, no captain or nor a crew, no destination mapped. It does sink or land up in a deserted beach. It's the same in terms of human beings. Why do men with goals succeed in life? The key to success is what you think is what you become. To have a goal or a worthy idea, the beautiful mind is what you're trying to use, right? And what you think is through your brain is what you become. A man who thinks about a concrete goal is he achieves. A man who has no goals reaches nowhere. A man who thinks nothing becomes nothing. If you do understand that what you think is what you become, from now onwards your life is never going to be the same. Let's consider the human brain as an example here for explaining what you think is what you become. How do you think with your beautiful brain? Let's understand a situation which is parallel to the human brain, a field, and let's understand a farmer is given a fertile field with two seeds. One is a wheat and the other one is a nightshade, a poisonous plant. What happens? The farmer grows both in this fertile field, both tends to grow in abundance. So it is the decision of the farmer what to grow, and the land has no, does not care on what what is being grown on it. It produces in abundance. Correct? What you sow is what you reap. Similarly, the mind does not care what you plant in it. It returns what you plant. If you plant positive things, it's going to return positive. If you plant success, it's going to return success. If you plant failure, it's going to return failure. Correct? The human mind is said to be, you know, much more superior than a field. Now, understanding this, we understand having a goal, a worthy idea, a progressive idea is very vital for someone's individual success. So let's set our goals, objectives for this financial year and the years to come, as our individual goals will help achieve the goals of the organization by large, taking the individual and the organization to the next level of achievements, not to compete, rather create more of opportunities for the human race. With that, happy objective setting for every individual's well-being and the organization's success. Thank you so much, and I hope you like this. And thank you very much, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.